So this is the shifter in the truck. It works pretty good for now. I haven't really driven it. I haven't driven it yet, but it goes into gear, does what it's supposed to do. It's a ratchet shifter, so you can beat on it. That rude ass Subaru just went by me. Anyways, so what I ended up doing was, for this, I drilled a hole. So right here is some kind of connector for your airbags, if I'm right, I think. It could be wrong. So what I ended up doing is, for the line, I ended up drilling a hole right here, and it has to be a decent sized hole because you have to get this. This has a little piece right here. I mean, you don't really have to make it a hole. You could just thread this end that way instead of me making this end, forcing this end in that way, if that makes sense. Anyways, so what I ended up doing so the way it sat when I was sitting and trying to figure out where I wanted it, it was a little too low. So what I ended up doing is I took this piece of square metal tubing and I cut it in half, and what I ended up doing was I drilled a hole here and a hole there for the shifter, and then here I cut a chunk out on each end and put a what are these called? Well, these are called tech screws. I don't know what the actual term is. I can't remember. Tap screws or something. Self-tapping screws. That's what I ended up doing. I had to cut the floor. The floor was too thick, and these screws were probably about that big, and I had to cut it so I could get down onto the actual metal to drill it in. As you can see, it's not finished whatsoever. I still have to cut the black box that comes with it, cut it up a little bit, cut this piece up a little bit for the cable. I have to cut this around the four-wheel drive shift, and where this plastic cover would be going. But yeah, that is how I did it. You should definitely buy the right shifter for it, but I have this shifter laying around, and it did pretty good. It goes through all the gears. That's park, that's reverse, that's neutral. Well, that's neutral. That's drive, and then 3, 2, 1, and then that's 1. And then down 1 and park. From what I've been told is that they are kind of that way. These shifters are kind of known for getting caught on like the top of the gear. These are ratchet shifters, so when you are going through gears, that is what you're supposed to do. So I'm in drive and I want to downshift, you smack it. That is what they are designed for. But yeah, this is my mega shifter in my 98 Dodge Ram 3500.